Well, morning YouTube. I'm back from my road trip, so it's time to get stuck back into the normal stuff, i.e. model railroads and all that other gear. But before we do that, I'll just show you what I brought back from when I was away. Now, I probably mentioned that I was into new old stock filters and parts. Well, this is what I brought back. These boxes here. They're full of filters, air filters and oil filters and fuel filters for all manner of different vehicles, cars, light trucks and four-wheel drives, etc. There's a whole heap of Ryco oil filters in that tub, and we've got more over here. All these boxes are full of filters. There's those ones in there as well. And we come around here, and here's two boxes full of hydraulic filters and four more boxes full of filters, and it goes on. Here's a whole table of stuff. I'm in the midst of sorting, photographing and cataloguing now, and there's a whole heap of new old stock disc pads and different bits and pieces for vehicles there. So all in all, gathered quite a bit of stuff for the inventory. I'm going to need more places to store all this stuff, so that's why I'm tidying up right over here where the workbench is. I'll be building some storage shelves up against that wall after I put a ceiling in there and some more lighting. Get rid of that old fluoro, so they munch up too much power. I'll be replacing the fluoros with LEDs up there. Yeah, so that was the trip away. We were away a week, and it was very interesting and frustrating at the same time. And we had some strange experiences with accommodation and food. I'll make a whole video about that because once you've seen what we went through, you can understand why people take their own accommodation and food with them. Because I tell you what, we come across some pretty nasty stuff. But anyway, that's a video for another time. Now we've got to get on with that transfer shed that we started before I went. So let's get stuck into that now without further ado. Well, let's make a start on these frameworks. Well, we've got the frames done, so I think the next step is to stain them. Now I've got some coffee stain Estopol here. I reckon that will work out just nice. So I'll stain all these and come back to you shortly. Apologise for that barking dog in the background. He hears a feather drop somewhere and starts barking. He belongs to one of the neighbours. Just a tad annoying. Never mind, we'll see in a while. Okay, got the frames basically stained. They're not finished. I just wanted to get a bit of a base on there. I'll come back and revisit them with some other shades, some greys and stuff like that to get it a nice weathered look. The two end ones I'll do the same with, but I've got to make sure that I clean these faces up because that's where the horizontal planking is going to go. So once all that dries, I'll come back and have another look at it. So we'll see you when that happens. Right, I've got the start of the end boards on. Now these are all individual planks. It's not just cut out of a sheet of siding. I've decided to go full on scratch build with this one. Hopefully it'll turn out alright. So I'm just using these tiny little strips here and cutting them up into lengths, and I've glued them on, and we'll see how it goes. I've got a few more to go here up the top of the peak, but I'll wait till the rest of it dries and then cut them out. So yeah, we're up to that stage. That's end one. End the other end will get the same sort of treatment. Once I've got all the boards on, then I can get back into it with some more stain and do the bits that I haven't done. So we'll see you in a while. Righto. First end well underway, and second end definitely started there, so we're making progress. Right, so this is the second end. First end already done. It's the second end, so I've just put the last of the boards on there. Once they dry, we're going to take the whole lot into the layout and set all the verticals up so we can join them together and make a framework. Well, I'm back, and as you can see, get those wires out of the road a bit, I have the two ends joined together with one side of the rafters. I did that in at my workbench on graph paper so that I could get it all nice and square, and held it in position with pins and bottles and all that sort of stuff. So now we've got a bit of a base to work with, so I can put the rest of the rafters on this side here, and then we can put the centerpieces in the middle of it. So we progress. I'll see you when I've done a bit more. Right, we've got that done. That glue's pretty well set, so it's time to put the centre one in. And we need to measure up from end to end just to get it right for 260 millimetres, so we'll make it 130 of course. Put a little alignment mark there. Another one over there. Turn it upside down to get a bit of glue on. Should be reasonably close. Now, make sure we've got it around the right way. A little one on this side. Set that up in there and wait. Righto, I've got the frame together. Let's see how it looks in place. Empty my meal with that. Well, that doesn't look too bad. So there's our basic frame of our freight transfer shed. I might end this little episode here so that you know I haven't died on my little road trip. I am back and working on this, and I'll do some more work on this and catch up with you in a few days. Bye for now.